I think you should get a 1-year jail sentence if you do anything to desecrate the American flag. Now, people will say, oh, it's unconstitutional. Those are stupid people. Those are stupid people that say that. We have to work in Congress to get a 1-year jail sentence when they're allowed to stomp on the flag and put lighter fluid on the flag and set it afire. And when you're allowed to do that, you get a 1-year jail sentence and you'll never see it again. And all over the world, Putin and President Xi of China, all over the world, they're watching this. Kim Jong-un, he looks at us like we're a bunch of babies.
Trump and his minions acting as if this flag means anything to them is absolutely ridiculous.
Tell me about the shirt you've got on here.
It's one I found on the internet.
The flag is kind of in tatters and everything, and then it's kind of over the Constitution and all that?
Yes.
Would you say you're strongly against desecrating the flag?
Extremely, yes. So
Not your style?
No, not at all. I mean, unfortunately, they have the right to do that, but I would never do that to a flag. So
it's pretty rich that Trump is calling for prison time for anyone who desecrates the flag. But are we really going to act as if anybody that supports Trump give a damn about the flag? It's almost like the Confederates calling themselves patriots of the United States.
When it comes to the Confederate flag, what is your stance personally on that in our society?
My stance is very simple. It's freedom of speech. You do what you do. It's freedom of speech.
Back in 2015, you said the Confederate battle flag belongs in a museum. Do you still believe that?
All I say is freedom of speech.
Would you be comfortable with your supporters displaying the Confederate battle flag at political events?
You know, it depends on what your definition is, but I am comfortable with freedom of speech. It's very simple.
But you understand why the flag is a painful symbol for many people because it's a reminder of slavery.
Well, people love it, and I know people that like the Confederate flag, and they're not thinking about slavery.
You really think Democrats fly the Confederate flag more than
Democrats that, yes.
Overwhelmingly, you'll see a Confederate flag right next to a Trump flag. That's just how it works nowadays.
I haven't seen that overwhelmingly.
You really? Was it Democrats or Republicans trying to take down Confederate statues?
Confederate statues?
Which party was trying to take down Confederate statues?
What's the statue got to do with?
You're saying that Democrats are pro-Confederate, but weren't Democrats trying to remove Confederate statues?
Why are they doing that?
Because they're anti-Confederate.
No, they're not.
Why are they trying to remove the statues then?
Because they're trying to change the history of our country. Take your camera and go interview all these black people that are here, okay?
Yeah.
And you ask them
the three black people that are here?
The same people that fly the Confederate flag are the same people that support Donald Trump, and they act just like he does. Does not give a damn about that flag, this country, or any of its institutions for that matter.
It's important to always respect the American flag. We love the American flag. You should never put something over it like a giant skull with another American flag on that skull that's disrespecting it twice, or just put a bunch of writing on it. That would be very disrespectful, and anyone that would do that would be a son of a bitch, according to Donald Trump.
We respect our great American flag.
There's a flag over there that's got a bunch of, it looks like AR-15s where the stars and stripes normally are. I mean, some people would say, look, that's not very, patriotic to decorate a flag that way.
I think, like I say, it's actually freedom of speech, and it just, and I guess in a way, because the AR-15, we could go on about what's dangerous and what's not, but just the attack on the Second Amendment.
In 1942, Congress passed the United States Flag Code, creating official standards for how we treat our beloved flag.
Is it united when Donald Trump's head is put on a flag?
I think
When we honor the flag, we pay tribute to the men and women who have given everything for its defense.
it's called freedom of speech. Say what you want. If you don't like it, just turn away. Walk away. That's all you got to do.
We teach each new American generation to always show our flag the respect it deserves.
Because nothing shows respect to our flag like his head over the stars and Make America Great Again Donald Trump over the stripes. Hello, everybody. I'm David Schuster, and thanks for joining us. It is striking to see the disconnect between Donald Trump calling for respect of the flag and his supporters desecrating the flag with Trump's image. Of course, as long as the message is pro-Trump, you will never hear a peep of criticism from Donald Trump over a flag that features him. We all know Trump's hypocrisy and narcissism run deep. Still, sociologists who track these things say the American flag and its perverted Trump versions are now a constant with right-wing extremist groups, militias, and domestic terrorists. This has happened before in the United States. Throughout the 20th century, gatherings of the Ku Klux Klan always featured a U.S. flag. And even to this day, when Klan members put on their white sheets and robes, they also bring a U.S. flag. Experts say that extremist groups see the flag as bestowing a certain legitimacy on them. And the right wing certainly embraces the Trump flag waving and his rhetoric about strength and defense. The irony is that the flag is supposed to symbolize sacrifice and a shared American purpose. However, throughout American history, the flag has represented different ideas at different times. During the Revolution, it was a sign of radical democracy. In the 1840s, it stood for anti-immigration politics. During the Civil War, it was used both for and against slavery. In the 1890s, waves of immigrants received flags as part of their Americanization. During the Vietnam War, the flag was seen as a pro-war symbol. After 9/11, the flag stood for unity. Then during the war in Iraq, it became synonymous with the U.S. military. Now, in the hands of Trump supporters, the flag is about fighting and winning. The conflation of Trump and the U.S. flag has become so pervasive that a lot of Democrats have reported having second thoughts about moving to neighborhoods where the U.S. flag seems affixed to countless homes. I get the temptation to shy away from the U.S. flag, but in my view, ceding the nation's most enduring symbol to one party is bad politics. The flag is the symbol of we the people, including all of us, who oppose everything Trump and the MAGA movement stand for. So it's time for Democrats to reclaim the flag, have it represent justice and equality, not greed and hatred. If Trumpsters don't like it, too bad. We know the Trump crowd will keep plastering Trump's image over their flags, and that's fine. The political distinctions between us will be clear.